Hey, good morning, everybody. Just coming to you with my daily blog set as a video. And this is my wallpaper here. It is from Banff National Park in Canada. So a pretty cool picture there. And let's jump into my blog here. Today we are talking about St. John of Avila, the most interesting priest in the world. Let me center it here. Today we read about an interesting saint who was eventually made a doctor of the church due to his teaching and holiness. We read about St. John of Avila in the book In Caelo et in Terra. If you're at all familiar with Catholic saints, you might be wondering if St. John of Avila was familiar with St. Teresa of Avila. In fact, he was. He knew her, and he also knew St. Ignatius of Loyola, the founder of the Jesuits. Holiness was abounding in early 16th century Spain. St. John was going to become a lawyer, but had a very profound conversion experience that left him wanting to become a priest instead, so he did. He wanted to go to America as a missionary, but while preparing to do so, the Bishop of Spain was so impressed with his teaching and preaching that he prevailed upon him to remain in Spain with the rains and the plain. So instead of becoming a missionary, he became a renowned teacher and founded several universities. I call him the most interesting priest in the world because he's an attractive bearded Spanish man, like the most interesting man in the world from the Dos Equis commercials. You can read more about him here, and if you click on that link, it does take you to the Franciscan Media site, so we have a little blurb to listen to about him today. Let's see what they say after we turn down the volume. Okay, what you got to say?
This is Franciscan Media's Saint of the Day for May 9th. Today we celebrate St. John of Avila. Born in 1500 in the Castile region of Spain, at age 14 John was sent to the University of Salamanca to study law. Later he studied philosophy and theology in Alcala before his ordination as a diocesan priest. As his parents' sole heir, John received a considerable fortune upon their deaths, which he immediately distributed to the poor. John traveled to Seville, hoping to become a missionary to Mexico. However, Seville's archbishop persuaded John to remain and minister to the inhabitants of Andalusia. Over the next 9 years, John earned a reputation as an engaging preacher, a perceptive spiritual director, and a wise confessor. Not afraid to denounce vice in high places, John was investigated by the Inquisition, but later cleared. He counted among his friends such saints as Francis Borgia, Ignatius Loyola, John of God, John of the Cross, Peter of Alcantara, and Teresa of Avila. John worked closely with the Society of Jesus, helping it to grow both in Spain and in the Spanish colonies. John of Avila died in 1569, was canonized in 1970, and named a Doctor of the Church in 2012. His mystical writings have been translated into several languages. There's more about the saints along with inspiration and Catholic resources at our website, saintoftheday.org. From Franciscan Media, this has been Saint of the Day. This is Franciscan Media.
So he also knew St. John of the Cross. They didn't mention that in the reading, so that's pretty cool too. He knew like all the cool saints from that time. So many lessons we can learn from his life, but one is that things don't always go the way we plan them. He planned to become a lawyer, he planned to become a missionary, but God had other plans. It's important for us to keep our minds and futures open to what God has planned for us. God, thanks for the example of flexibility by this doctor of the church. St. John of Avila, pray for us. And you guys have a great day.